Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Wish I knew what we were talking about today, but I don't have prep.
All right.
Hey.
Well,
Eazy thinks he's the only one that's important on this show.
bro,
This is my fucking show, bro.
it's in a shared fucking file.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you just print 2 when you're printing 1?
What's the difference?
So then we can both have one.
What does it mean? What's the difference?
Then let me see it. Let me have it for the show.
Well, because I fucking run point.
Oh, okay. It's Easy's show.
What is true? I run point.
Yeah,
That's why I need it.
that's true. That's true.
You be trying to move on topics before motherfuckers are done.
You know, I'm playing on shit.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Eazy. Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights, brought to you by Better Ray Morgan Studios. Welcome to episode. I'm trying to. I just lobbed you up. Look, I'm running point. My man's crying. I give him the shot. He didn't take it.
It's Easy's show.
Welcome to the Eazy Show.
We're just a guest. That's it.
Listen, we are fighting in front of company. We are joined today by one Jeff Iafrate.
Yeah, I'm gonna go round of applause. I appreciate it, fellas. It's the middleweight. Have you guys? I mean, you had Scott yesterday. Is he?
Yeah.
He's probably the closest one to my frame.
Yeah. Oh
right?
yeah.
Okay, so
No,
he's
I think your boy Nick's closest. Everyone confused you guys for the longest.
That's true. Yeah,
It's
Nick,
true.
that is very true. Similar frames, but I'm happy to be here. It's gonna be good.
Happy to have you, man.
So how well do you guys know each other?
Huh?
I mean, pretty well. I mean,
Pretty well,
He's usually out by the time you get in, right?
No.
I used to. I mean, Spencer. Ever since I mean, when did you start? How long ago?
3 months ago, 4 months ago.
I would say for a good part of that, because I know I introduced myself
Damn.
to him, and then we started
See,
just.
I bless you with this fucking show, and you're over. I'm joking.
Because Spencer has that. He just has that personality to where he pretty much. I can see him clicking with pretty much anybody.
Yeah.
Like I walk in, I'm like, yeah, this guy. He's
People's
cool.
champ.
I like this guy. People's champ.
Yeah.
It's facts.
This guy Easy's.
He never knows what's going on, so he's easy to talk to. He just kind of.
Because I never get any preps. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, now you do him dirty today. Like, you're hogging the damn ball, bro.
Well, I fuck with both of you. Obviously, Jeff, we kind of started around the same time, probably what, 2 months before you.
Yeah, I came a little after you.
Yeah,
Joined
but
up in there.
I wanted to have you on again because you're actually gonna have your own pod soon.
Yes,
Roll something out.
Yes, I am, and it's honestly a big thing for me because if you've been watching the morning show, it took over about I want to say last August, September. Now being able to have my own podcast, talk about whatever I want, unfiltered. We're on radio waves, so you can't drop the F-bombs and everything like that. So if I'm feeling passionate about something, I got to get off my chest. Now I can do it.
You can do whatever you fucking want.
Yes,
And
whatever I fucking want. And number 2, hold up. And number 2, you can also talk about some UFC. You got that's
Oh yeah.
That's a great step. That's my plan.
It's not on the sheet, but we can go there if you guys want to talk to UFC a little bit later.
We can go there later.
Okay.
I'm down to chop it up.
Hell yeah. Hey man, well I'm super excited for that. That one was gonna be called the Jeff Iafrate Show.
Yeah, keeping it simple. The Jeff Iafrate Show. Just give me my name.
Nice.
I try to at least at some point you think of all these names, and I'm like, man, just roll with your name. That way I just keep it on my Twitter. It's like Pat McAfee, the Pat McAfee Show. He doesn't have a Pat McAfee Show like Twitter account. It's just him. So
yeah,
we'll roll with that.
Build your own brand.
Exactly.
Get that name out there.
Exactly.
1,000%.
Smart.
Yeah, good shit. Jeff and I had a little experience this week. Since, as you know, we met the Detroit Pistons. Or actually, the NBA's Rookie of the Year. I'm just going to say it like that.
Yeah, you got to put some respect on him.
Cade Cunningham!
The chosen one.
Yeah.
No, I'm just actually, don't take it that far. That's LeBron.
He's a Cowboys fan. He's a Cowboys fan.
Yeah. That was.
Did I not call that too? I'm like, the boy's from Texas.
From
You
Texas,
know he's going to be a Cowboys
sure.
fan. We walked in there.
Cowboys have like the South on lock. Like a lot of like Southern states that don't have like teams. Always like Cowboys fans.
And then anybody maybe like on a national scale, it's like love and hate. It's like
Which-
love and hate.
It's America's team.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. Like how the fuck
God.
did they become American?
I don't know.
Dude,
I guess like the 80s, but like
Troy Aikman, fuck Emmett Smith, all those guys.
Yeah,
Maybe
after
they're fun
that-
to watch. I don't.
But to me, I don't give a fuck about the Cowboys. I hate that they're on the fucking TV every week. I'd rather watch like I don't know, bro. There's so many fucking better teams.
What
like
I
KC.
hate, what I hate the most about the Cowboys is when Troy Aikman or Tony Romo calls Cowboys games.
Oh, it's
like I think that shit should be fucking illegal.
yes,
Like dick suck when they
absolutely.
do it.
Yeah, bro. It's like that was a great play there. Oh, look at that scheme cooked up. Oh, Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in the NFL. I'm just like, oh,
Zeke Elliott for 2 yards per carry. Damn, just go run the ball.
Nobody else could do that. It's like,
right.
Shut up, man.
The shit that I hate most with it is like the national coverage of it. Like when you're watching ESPN, it's like literally it would make no fucking sense, right? They're going with like power rankings, like preseason power rankings. Like Cowboys got a chance. It's like, dog, when they've been ass.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, it's like, how you guys are trying to force this shit down our throats? Like, no one's going to take this shit seriously. That's why podcast is a thing. Honestly.
I think the Cowboys are the only team that has a chance every single damn year, no matter who's on the roster.
Cowboys in Michigan.
Yeah,
literally.
That's very true.
Yeah,
Very
this is
true.
our year.
Facts. Cowboys fans and Michigan fans are
It's the same with the global media, though. They do the same for Michigan as they do with the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
And with the Cowboys, obviously, it's in your face more because it's the NFL and everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what's getting fed to everybody because it's the global giant. But, man.
You got Jerry Jones.
I hate the Cowboys. I'm just going to say it. I've never liked the Cowboys. Their colors are stupid. Their logo is stupid. Jerry Jones is stupid. Barry Sanders a better running back than Emmitt Smith.
Thank you.
The fuck out of here with that shit.
You.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Don't forget the fucking picked up flag against the Detroit Lions. The fucking one playoff game.
Yeah, right. Like, Pettigrew and
Brandon Pettigrew.
Oh, God.
Cade, if you're listening, man, like we'll take you out to a Lions game, man.
We love you, Cade.
We'll get you front row. We'll make sure it happens.
Yeah.
We'll get you. We'll try to get you nice seats. We'll figure something
Getting
out.
those Spencer seats.
We don't have number one pick money, but hey,
we'll make it happen.
We'll make it some happen.
We'll make you Detroit Lions fan, man. It's the D. I promise you. I guarantee. I can't guarantee it because I've never been there, but I think our home crowd one of the best. Like when we are like rocking.
You've never been there?
Detroit fans. No, to the Dallas Stadium.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's like their home.
And it's
game.
crazy you say that because even in like losses like this year, I've talked to multiple people who were at the game versus the Ravens where they lost in that fashion. He said that environment, it's like someone died on the field. Like the Lions fans are the most passionate to me. I mean, obviously I'm biased,
so passionate
because you've been through so much shit that like, and you mentioned it like that you have a chance every single year. I kind of like that about us. Like we never at this point, it's just like let's run it back, let's go.
And they're still selling out games. Like
that's what I'm saying.
They've been,
this year, first year, kind of dwindled down a little bit.
Yeah. But bro, I was at that Vikings game. That shit was live, bro. We were right in the end zone.
So dope.
Not in the end zone that they scored the game winner in, but the opposite end zone.
Yeah.
But man, I was there with Pops. Took him courtesy of Woodward, because they helped me out at Christmas parties. So, they gave me some Lions tickets, which I'd rather have the Lions tickets.
Hey, Cade, we'll hook that shit up again though, dog. But speaking of Cade, I asked him, who do you think's going first? Did you watch that video by chance, Spence?
Yeah.
Yeah, we asked him, like, who do you think's going first?
He said everybody.
Pretty much.
I like Chet.
Yeah, I like them all.
I like Jabari.
I like them all.
Right?
But Jaden Ivey.
Can you blame him?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I was trying to be slick. And like finding out like who he wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, in case the Pistons
100%.
might get that number one pick. The first name was Chet though.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, dude, who doesn't want Chet?
Yeah.
This guy's a freak of nature. He's 7 foot tall. He's got point guard handles. He can shoot from anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And when he gets to the league, everybody's talking about his size. He's too skinny. Blah blah blah. When he gets to the league, he's gonna put on some weight. You know, because once he gets to the league, look what happened with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis was skinny as hell in college.
Yeah.
When he gets to the
100%.
league, he puts on that weight. He turns into that dominant force.
And and Adams made the comparison to like Kevin Durant in terms of frame. I disagree just because Kevin Durant plays on the perimeter. So I think with Chet, he's going against Joel Embiid. He's going to go against, other guys like that, physical guys down there. So he will gain weight though, ultimately. I mean, he's 7 foot, over 7-something wingspan. I think he's the only college player to have an over 70% field goal percentage from the field, average over 3 blocks, and he's shooting 40% from 3. Like, he's putting up 2K numbers in college right now. And, like, despite the way, man, I think Cade's absolutely right for naming him first. I mean, I like Jabari Smith. That's someone I've been kind of talking about for a while. But, I mean, if you look back on it, would I really be mad if they took Chet? Absolutely not. I'd be pumped. And I'd probably buy a Chet Holmgren jersey.
Yeah.
Because
we've talked about that before, and Chet's ceiling is all-world talent.
Yes.
And
unicorn.
I remember the first image I got of Chet was that video at Steph Curry's basketball camp.
Behind the back.
He goes behind the back on Steph, puts him on the floor, goes baseline, yams on some kid. And I was like, wow, like that's a 7-footer doing that shit. And it turns out, he went to the same high school as Jalen Suggs. They were boys.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something the Magic want to look at,
That would fucking suck.
You're probably right on that, too. That would suck.
That would suck.
Yeah.
Don't like the Magic, but
I don't either.
And I think Cade in his mind also, like, every guard wants to play with a big like that. Like if you're Cade and you could pass the ball and you're getting a guy like Chet Holmgren where you can hand him the ball and he could actually get baskets off the dribble like at 7 foot.
Yeah, think of the pick and pop. With
oh my god,
that's why I like the pick and pop. Like my pro comp is, and this could be his floor because he does have like maximum potential. But like,
Yeah.
Kristaps Porzingis.
Porzingis, yeah.
I'm saying I don't know, man. I just don't really see him in the paint like that because, yeah, he's built long and AD put on weight and Giannis put on weight, but I feel like he's still like more like wiry and skinny. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like,
Bro, Porzingis, his first couple years in New York, he was a dog.
The
He
dog.
was doing everything.
oh yeah,
And I think he's a better passer than Porzingis too.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
can, which is crazy to say.
better dribbler for sure. You know what I'm saying, like,
Hey, Porzingis won the skills challenge, man.
that's why I think he can play more perimeter play because he'll be able to, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
Chet is like literally the definition of a unicorn. Like I think they gave it to Porzingis, but this guy is literally a unicorn. Can do everything well. He doesn't really have the if your only weakness is you're too skinny, like I mean,
It's
you're
not-
doing
you're not
pretty
gonna
well.
that's a
not
big
gonna
fucking weakness.
That's
Don't
it.
get that
Yeah.
shit wrong.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
fuck
yeah.
I mean, if that's come on, like
Don't get kicked out the studio, Jeff.
Chet, come on the heavyweights pod, man. I mean, we'll get it going.
If he gets drafted to Detroit, we got him, Spence.
Oh, for sure.
Get him a good like what is he 195? Get him a good like 20, 30 pounds. He's good.
Yeah.
Where's the first restaurant you taking him to?
First restaurant I'm taking him to, shit. We're going to Mastro's. We're going to LA. And go to Mastro's.
He's going straight to LA?
No.
Welcome to Detroit. Let's go to LA.
Shit, Texas Day Brazil.
Okay.
That'll put some weight on him.
I'm with it.
yeah.
Bro, I went to Texas Day Brazil, and for those who don't know, they're walking around with meats. They got these exotic meats, and they just carve them off for you and keep putting them on your plate. I ate so much that night. I had the wildest fucking dreams, dude. I had all those Brazilian meats in my stomach. I was having these wild.
What were you
fucking
dreaming
dreams.
about?
I don't even remember, bro. I just remember it being vivid as fuck and like shit going everywhere. I woke up and I was sweating. I was like, oh fuck, man.
That it literally
place
hit you
lit.
different.
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
They got that salad bar over there, too. They got fucking, like,
Fucking salad bar,
everything
bro.
in
I'm
this.
eating steaks.
But I'm telling you, they got, like, scalloped potatoes. They got all that shit on there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this we're getting
Chet would leave that restaurant ready to go.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
one-
I'll put 30 pounds on. So you're sitting at that table. So you fill out a little bit, homie. But yeah, I really want Chet.
Oh yeah. What was the second one he named?
Jaden Ivey.
Again,
would
it's like
love that.
I feel like these are desirable guys he would play with. First, it's the big.
Oh, yeah.
First, it's a guy in the backcourt. I mean, can you another one that I wouldn't mind at all?
Do you guys like Ivy over Blanchero or Jabari?
Not over Jabari.
I think I would agree with Spence. Probably
I said probably Jabari's probably my two.
Yeah.
yeah,
second
definitely. Just because he's
If we're blessed with the number one.
he is like what the NBA is now. He's a 6'11", can play defense. He's the right weight, so you don't have any critiques about that. And he can shoot very well.
Yeah.
And the Pistons can't shoot very well. So
He's like the wing, stretch wing
yeah.
that's going to step out there, knock some threes down, could defend multiple positions, can protect the rim if he really wants to, good running the floor, because that's what the NBA is. It's, fast-paced run and gun. And so you need guys like that can still be big while fitting into that kind of, up and down kind of
100%.
thing.
And he might not have like the highlights of a guy like Chet, but he was the best player on for a long time in this season, the best team in college basketball. So give Auburn, I mean, they have other good players, but Jabari's the dude. So I think my favorite would probably be Jabari, but again, Chet, Jabari, maybe Jaden Ivey.
I love the Jaden Ivey comp, though, because, getting Cade that running mate in the backcourt, because, you look at the NBA and with, obviously they got split up now, but, CJ and Dame,
right?
CP3 and Book, Steph and Clay, Darius Garland, Colin Sexton. These kind of backcourts that you have two young, athletic, scoring guards that just feed off of each other. It's hard to guard that as an
Absolutely.
NBA team. And you can have one guy on the floor, you can have the other guy on the floor, you can have them both on the floor, and you do all these different kind of things with it. And Jaden Ivey is ready for the NBA right now.
Oh, yeah.
And I wouldn't mind that either.
Who's his pro comp for you? And then you have...
I don't want to say it, but
That's a job.
Ja, bro. Yeah, he doesn't have that nuclear athleticism, but he attacks. He gets downhill. He does dunk on people. He's not nobody's Ja. Nobody's that athletic.
Yeah.
But it's just seeing the way he attacks the rim, how he gets up in the air and he just floats there for a minute and throws the ball up and it's going in. And I love that, honestly.
I'm gonna say and you got to bear with me when I say this, but I think he's got a little bit of Dwayne Wade in him in college. Because when I watch Dwayne Wade, a guy like that, he can do so much. He's a great defender, number one, very underrated defender. And
the best defending shooting guard of all time.
Yes, he can attack the basket. I think in college he's a better shooter because obviously the times have changed. You have to be a better shooter nowadays. But he's just a athletic, strong guard. I think that him next to Cade would be like you were mentioned. I mean, you hit great points, especially now in the NBA what they're doing. But imagine two guys that are 6'5" and 6'7", dude, in your backcourt.
Just that long
Yeah.
defensive
Wait, so
backcourt.
how tall
Both ball
is
handlers.
Ivy?
I think off the top of my head, probably 6'4", 6'5", if he looks it up. Just for good size in the backcourt, number one, and not only that, Cade has been.
That's what you're here for, Spen. No, I'm playing.
And you guys look.
He didn't even say my name on the intro. Did you hear that?
You're supposed to say your name.
He said, "Wait, it's easy."
I tossed it up for you to say everything.
You said you were running point, and then
I said episode, and then I went to you, and you choked.
You know what's a problem I have?
Jaden Ivey's 6'3".
Okay,
6'3".
6'3".
Okay.
That's fine with me. That's fine with me.
All right, here's the thing for me. Well, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Because I want to put this one point in. I think this is the only benefit of taking. There's other guards too that are in this draft that are top of the class. I like Shaedon Sharpe. I like Johnny Davis, another guy that I like out of Wisconsin. But with Jaden Ivey, he kind of brings another guy you can give the ball to. Because name of the Pistons right now, you have Killian Hayes, Cade Cunningham, Corey Joseph. I mean, those are your three ball handlers.
Oh, ball handlers. Yeah.
So I'm giving like guys who can really create plays with the ball. I mean, Jeremy's been doing it a lot more, which I'm absolutely love. But with Cade, if you bring in a guy like Jaden Ivey, maybe he doesn't get
takes the pressure.
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah.
that's what I like about it as well. But
I see the thing with me is like, if I'm making a list, I think Ivey's last for me, just because as entertaining as those front court duos are, I think bigs is like how you win.
Oh no, you're right. Like,
I think
who's your ranking?
Equals championships.
And I'll probably agree with you on.
I probably rank Chet first.
Okay.
Even then, I haven't really watched film on him, but Jabari Smith second, just because of all the hype, and probably go Blanchero third, honestly, and then Chet. I'm sorry, then Ivey.
That's fine.
And again, just because of the size factor, like you named all those duos, and they're explosive, they're super entertaining, and they win games and they get you in the playoffs. When it comes down to win a championship, you look at the history of it. Since the beginning of time, it's always been a big man's league.
Look at the Bucks last year.
Yes.
How big that team was.
Yeah.
You know? Their smallest guy was fucking Drew Holiday.
He's fucking big
tank.
too.
Yeah, he was like
I think he's 6'6", 6'5".
Yeah,
he's
just
big
tank of a point
big
guard.
guard.
Yeah.
And that's another thing with Paulo is I feel like there's so many good, like especially guys that are going into this draft that kind of Paulo had like couple like games I think stretch, and now the guy's giving you like a double a night in college. Like what is he 6'10"?
Crazy how far he fell because he was like number one going into the season.
Because we're talking about Jabari Smith in terms of size. Paulo's about the same size, not a better shooter, but by any means, but he does a lot of other things well. So Paulo, I wouldn't have a problem with honestly. If you guys want to take a big first, it is a big league. Like look at all the best teams in the NBA. There's at least great wing players on every single one of them.
See, what I look at Paulo is I think Paulo's the most NBA ready out of those three. Like his game fits the NBA the most, of where he's going to run up and down the floor. He's good in transition and stuff like that. He's got the size, but I think he has the lowest ceiling out of those three as well.
Yeah, I agree.
You can get more out of Chet or Jabari to where you would in Paulo.
I would say, in my opinion, I think Jabari is the most NBA ready because of his ability to shoot the ball. Okay. I think just that right there, and that'll fit in the NBA no matter what. Paulo, you might struggle playing him down the stretch because his lack thereof of a three-point shot. But other than that, I feel like you're absolutely right about the floor because look at it. I mean, who's going to tank it? If you have a jump shot, you're going to get some sort of success in the NBA. Yeah. But if you don't, I mean, you might get traded around the league a couple times.
You guys are both like bigger basketball heads than myself, so I got to ask, like, obviously I think Chet's end up playing the four in the league. About Jabari and Paulo, like, you think it's the same situation with that?
Yeah, Paulo will be a 3-4.
Yep.
And Jabari will be a 4. You can run these guys, you can run a small lineup and run them at 5, have a stretch 5 kind of thing.
Yeah.
But where they're going to fit in the NBA is probably the 4, especially Chet. Chet's going to be 4. Chet's not going to be a 5.
Yeah.
And if you're going up against like the Cavaliers who play 3 7-footers
That's
at
just
times.
crazy.
Evan Mobley is getting them.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it's wild. Like all like credit to that coach too. Who's the coach?
JB Bickerstaff.
Yeah,
dude. Because that people have tried that before. I don't know if you guys remember. We had Greg Monroe.
Yeah.
Josh Smith and Andre Drummond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like people have tried those big man lamps and they've failed,
dude,
ferociously.
Yeah, but there's a difference between that big man lineup and this big man lineup.
That's true.
These guys
but
have
even like
shooters.
Yeah.
I feel like the 76ers kind of like falling short a little bit at that time too. Because they were like, I think it was, I don't know which. I think it was you. I was
Joel Embiid, Al Horford.
Yeah, that
didn't make a whole lot of sense.
And then you have Ben Simmons. Like, how are you guys supposed to space? And Ben can't shoot.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I mean, and with the Cavs, I never understood like Lauri Markkanen starting at small forward.
Yeah,
it's crazy. He can't even dribble, and he's at small forward. I love it.
You know, I did notice, and I mean, they are fun to watch. They're one of my favorite teams to watch outside the Pistons. But like when we played them, they kept getting cooked off the dribble because of that size.
Yeah,
You're
right,
marketing,
because Pistons love to play small sometimes. We'll start at the time, Habada was playing like 3. So it's like Hami on Lori marketing.
Bro, I fucking
put him in a
love
blender.
Hami's so like
entertaining.
He had a couple
nasty.
He had a couple nasty dunks last night. That putback on Cade's layup that he missed, and then he had a baseline windmill off the turnover. I love.
If you would have been in this year's dunk contest,
he would have won. Hands down.
Sure.
Oh,
for sure.
easily.
He's doing dunk contest. I think he is a dunk contest.
He's
champion.
a champ.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That was so. God.
Is he here? Like, do we have him signed for next year too, or no? Because
I'd have to look. I know if it's not next year, you're gonna have to pay him definitely. I don't know if he'll be around long term, to be honest. And that's just because I want to see what they do with Bagley. I want to see what they do with other guys. You're gonna have to extend. Your now your third year players next year, so I'm excited. And you got more guys coming in the draft, so you never really know.
If I'm not mistaken, too, like we have a team option on Bagley.
Yes.
We're gonna give him hella cheaper too. Initially, it would have been like $16 million, but it's gonna end up being $7 million for us.
Yeah,
because of his minutes, the amount of minutes he played as a number 2 pick, which is fucking blessed. Did you get that? Did you look at the contract by chance?
No. Scott texted me.
You're smooth.
And for Bagley, and this is a guy that I know people always say. I know we talked about this when the Pistons have been winning. They're like, "Well, Bagley's here." Bagley needs to get a little more healthier, but when he has been playing, very productive. I think he started last game for Isaiah Stewart, gave us like almost a double basically. So he's got the size. Got the athleticism, brings a lob threat, which we didn't have before. And having a guy like Marvin kind of previews what it'd be like when you do draft like a Chet or a way better. Chet's like a way better Marvin Bagley.
What'd you say?
We got him next year, too.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I like it.
Because I feel like next year, if we do get a top 3 pick and get one of those like bigger guys, like we might get a taste of the playoffs, and Hami's be like,
we got to get rid of We got to get rid of Corey Joseph. I hate Corey Joseph.
He's gone next year for sure.
Yeah, you know what Corey is? It's like a filler spot. Like he's like if you look at the starting lineup, you're like, okay, you're like, what the fuck is that? Corey Joseph is in that starting lineup when there's like all these players on the bench that are great.
He's a backup, man. He's a career backup.
I swear it's because like it's Dwayne balancing the bench. Like I don't know what his ideology is, but it's like, all right, let's keep some guys on the bench because now it's Corey Joseph's out there getting 35 minutes. I'm glad Killian's playing a lot more. I'm sad he's injured, but when he was playing, he was actually starting to take some of Corey's minutes, which is a good sign.
He was playing real well.
Yes, absolutely.
You guys think the Pistons are going to play themselves off a top 3 pick?
You know, you go.
I don't think Troy Weaver will let that happen.
He calls out Dwayne. What the hell are you doing?
What the fuck do you think's going on? But I honestly don't think Troy Weaver will let that happen. I think he's gonna, they're gonna roll a little bit and get some confidence, but when it comes down to these games that they need to lose, we saw it last year.
Yeah, you're right.
We saw it last year where they were starting the bench, giving these guys minutes who don't deserve to be in the NBA. Yeah. And I think, we're going to see some Corey Joseph, Rodney McGruder
lineups,
starting backcourts, at the end of the year.
And you know what's crazy to think about too with Troy Weaver? I've never been as comfortable with winning ourselves out of a top 3 pick. Like I'm actually, I'm content. Like you guys remember the days with Stan Van fucking Gundy. All those days, man, where you'd fall to when you fell to 8 to 12, you were shitting your pants because you knew there was gonna be a guy you fuck up on.
The one guy I was excited for was Henry Ellison, and fucking didn't play a lick barely in the NBA.
I know.
Didn't even fucking make the cut.
You know what? Listen, my favorite player in the NBA
Stanley Johnson.
My favorite player in the NBA.
Johnson. I was hyped for him too.
My favorite player in the NBA is Devin Booker. So I was heartbroken that we took Stanley Johnson. It made no fucking sense. It doesn't make no fucking sense. But you know what pissed me off? The redemption shot of getting Mitchell. My man took Luke Kennard, and I'm not trying to listen. I'm not.
Donovan Mitchell didn't want him.
Is it like a story like Mitchell didn't miss a single shot in his
workout? Didn't miss a single shot. Hold on, let me ask you this, and I'm not trying to.
What the
listen?
Fuck?
I don't want to get touchy or nothing. I like Luke. I like Luke, but look at the
he's white
history of Luke Kennard-esque players. Like he's a guy who can shoot very well. Did anybody in their right mind when Luke was drafted say, you know what, this guy could get me like Tyler Hero numbers? Fuck no. That is not what I was thinking.
I had no I didn't know who the fuck he was, but I was still pissed.
Luke Kennard?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to sound I'm fucking half white, so I don't give a fuck. I was like, the white guy, bro? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I was like, what? There's no way with that early of a pick, you're picking a white guy. Like, this doesn't make sense.
And it wasn't even a freshman. He was in college for like
come
2
on,
years.
old ass white guy. And then you see Donovan Mitchell just going nutty.
I know.
His rookie year, and you're just like, well, fuck.
Because he could shoot, and he was athletic enough to play defense a little bit. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
You knew Luke Kennard was a one-way player coming out right out of college.
Well, you fucking know when you see that guy.
Stan Van Gundy's
He's like, oh, that's a shooter.
Stan
That's
Van
our
Gundy's
shooter.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
I have a white guy that can shoot. I'm gonna take that.
Drooling. And I'll give him a little, and can't believe I'm saying this. It's ridiculous that we missed on Devin, but I'll give him a little more slack because Stanley, like, just in hindsight, you're
His
looking
mindset, too, was like,
like
attractive.
he's a dog. He's and he's 6'7" built. Like, I can see why you'd see like this guy if he becomes and gets those skills. I mean, he couldn't really shoot in college. Oh my God, I can't pass Luke Kennard. I'm sorry. Like, that one I can't slide by. No one made any sense of it. But that's why, to tie it back, that's why I don't worry as much because let's say the Pistons do win. Number one, they're not going to go any lower than like 4. And I mean, they're like the worst team among the worst. There's the 10-win difference between the bottom of the pack and then everyone else. So worst case scenario, though, if it is like a Pelican situation where the Pelicans had like, I believe a 5% chance to get the number 1 pick, landed Zion, like, I won't be as frustrated because I know Troy is going to take. It's like an Iserman kind of thing. Like he'll take the right guy either way. I'll be pissed, but
even the emergence of Livers lately, like
Livers has been balling too.
Good.
Solid ass.
He looked
D.
good. He's playing.
He had a couple air balls in a couple games ago, and I was like, all right. And then he came back, and
he's like just getting back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is his first real minutes of the year.
Oh yeah,
I love the
Hasn't
fucking
played,
dog
really?
in him, man. Like. He brought the same dog he had in Michigan.
You see, the Garza lovers kind of quieted down a little bit because, like, they were get out there, Luga.
That was more like a fad, but I understand like the love for him, but no, I'm with
because he's just not ready yet, guys.
But Troy though to find that shit, like what Livers a 2nd round pick.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying what he did with Sadiq, with fucking Stu. Like Troy knows what the fuck he's doing.
Oh yeah,
the only miss was Killian, but the potential at that point is like he had to take it at 7.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. I mean Halliburton was there though,
and you know what's funny? I'll never forget this, and people don't give Troy Weaver as much love, but Kendrick Perkins is one guy that wasn't a part of Oklahoma City Thunder when Troy Weaver was there, so he gives Troy Weaver his flowers. Still, he's an analyst right now, and he just came in and they were talking about. Remember when LeBron said at the All-Star Weekend, he's like, Sam Presti's the MVP, he was kissing his ass, whatever, and they brought it up on shows, and Kendrick talked about it, and he goes, everybody's kissing Sam Presti's ass when Troy Weaver was in that scouting department getting it done. Like he
so
was
happy
the one.
We have him, bro.
That's
I can't
what I'm
stop
saying.
smiling thinking about that.
And number one, people tend to forget this. He was on Syracuse. He recruited Carmelo Anthony. Players love that. Like Troy Weaver just gets it, dude. I don't know how to explain it. Like identifying players, he sees an eye for talent. He got Carmelo Anthony. Now he's OKC. He drafted James Harden. Didn't draft, but scouted. And hopefully told Sam Presti, draft this son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And they got James Harden, Russell. I mean, Ibaka late from the Congo.
Essentially, drafted
all
like
these
3
guys.
fucking MVPs.
KD, 3 MVPs. He drafted, and then now even with the Pistons, Cade. MVP. He could have fucked that up. So imagine that amount of pressure there was. Everyone knew Cade was the most complete player, but Jalen Green was in that conversation. He could have fucked that up or took an Evan Mobley, and then now Cade goes to the Cavs or whatever, and he's balling. He took the best player. Didn't even think twice about it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good with him.
Give me Cade.
I'm confident.
I think with the attributes for Cade for picking him too, that like a beyond like I guess on court play is like his leadership ability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like that's something you want out of your best player.
Franchise
a
player.
responsible guy. A guy who's gonna pull your guys up.
Cool guy.
tell him step it
chill.
up.
Yeah. And he doesn't get phased under pressure. He's not freaking out like that. He doesn't have that type of personality. And that's definitely what we needed. We saw Jalen Green is more of a me guy.
Exactly.
I'm about me. I'm about doing. I got the stats. I made the dunks. Cade is a team guy. He's about winning. He's about making people better. Because you saw for the first half of the season, he wasn't even trying to assert himself in the offense. He was getting people open. He was and now in the fourth quarters and shit, he's fuck Cade you time. Guys. I'm balling. Clear out. I'm crossing a couple, taking them to the hole. Get the fuck. All of you get the fuck over here. I'm taking it to the hole, and I love it, man. I love Cade Cunningham. I got the jersey literally the day we drafted him. I bought the jersey.
That's what's up, man.
I got it at the crib. I'll probably wear it tomorrow. I was thinking about it.
He's a man.
Yeah.
And Adam brought this up. I want to ask you guys this. You think he's the best thing to happen to this franchise, in totality since Isaiah Thomas, in terms of a player? I want to give Grant Hill a little bit of love too, because but he wasn't here for a while. But in terms of franchise player, we got our guy for probably, hopefully, next 10 years.
In terms of having a superstar, you mean?
Yes, in the next couple of years.
In the culture aspect, when we drafted him, I was like, a Detroit Piston is going to get his own pair of shoes. Like he's gonna get
That's
his
a
own
good-
signature
yes.
shoe. I'm gonna buy the Cade Cunningham ones as soon as they come out.
I'm not a shoe guy, but I will buy every single fucking pair of
dude.
Cades.
That's what I'm saying. So he
I'll buy
changed
every
your
single
whole
fucking pair of
outlook
Cades.
on this whole franchise.
That's
I
a
mean,
good point.
we're shitting on
He's
him
a true star.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by that. We haven't had. I mean, okay, Drummond. He was an all-star, but really, guys, like no one gave a damn.
And Isaiah was a star, but it's a different era now. Like these guys are fucking stars.
Stars.
It's the era of player empowerment. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different
Even
level
at the
of star.
time, Isaiah was underrated. They left him off the USA. Like they were disrespecting him back then. I'm talking about now in terms of our city valuing him. We love them both.
Andre
Isaiah
Drummond
Thomas, Cade
never
Cunningham
got
eventually.
fully accepted by Detroit because he wasn't Detroit. Because he was, he was soft. He was such a big guy. He was, one of the most physically dominant players.
Could be, but
he was soft and he would pout and he would take games off and like that's not Detroit.
I'll never forget. I think I was there actually too. Russ Westbrook fucking disrespected him, bro.
Yeah.
I think it was a dunk attempt or an actual dunk on him, and it was all up in his face and just talking mad shit. And Andre fucking just turned the other way. I'm like, bro, you're 7 foot, 200-something pounds. Like,
slapped shit out of him.
yeah, bro. At least fucking push him instead of flying or something.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. I don't know, man.
And I never forget my first now we're going Andre Drummond because it's funny to talk about this, but when Andre was on the Pistons and I saw him go against Joel Embiid, and Joel worked him, bro. Troll-L Embiid, the king, dude. He was looking at Andre. He shit-talked him from minute 1 to minute 60, the end of the game.
All time.
And I swear to God, throughout the entire process, pouting, because he was having a bad night, Andre.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's in his head.
Yeah.
Joel, I think he had like 30 on us that night. We lost, and Andre played terrible, and the Pistons looked terrible. I'm like, we can't be this soft mentally. This is sad.
And that's
with Cade, I don't worry about that.
That's where the organization dropped the ball. Is not bringing in Ben Wallace, bringing in these older guys that embody what the Pistons were about, and to come in and talk to Andre like, hey, listen, buddy, this is Detroit. Quit being a little bitch, and like it's honestly you had to. I mean, you either got that mindset or you don't. Yeah, but you can at least try to embody your city. Try to be a tough guy, to be the 7 foot freak athlete that you are.
It's one of the weirdest things too because Dre was so fucking big. He could be explosive. It's like why not put like your effort because. When you try the fucking offensive moves, I get so fucking pissed.
I know.
You're not an offensive weapon, bro. Yeah. Take that fucking energy and go fucking hard on defense. Because you're so fucking big, so fucking explosive. Yeah. Like, you'd be a fucking superstar, bro. Like, again, Detroit, Ben Wallace, 6'9" doing it. You're 7 foot. There's no excuse.
Yeah, you're more athletic and bigger than Ben Wallace. Yes. Why are you not doing
why aren't you hungry for that, bro?
Ben was working
that's my favorite thing. Well, I'm not a hooper, but like that's... Yeah, because I can't hoop. Defense is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 100%. Defense is underrated, and that's why guys like Ben Wallace made the Hall of Fame off his defense. Yes. I feel like Drummond at one time he was probably giving you his career high 17 points per game. Just give me like 12. Give me like 12. You're already giving me 15 rebounds a game,
and you're gonna get those 12 off cleaning up. You know what I'm saying?
That's
on the offensive boards.
That's it. And that's why I appreciate, to tie it back to the business, I appreciate Beef Stew so much because he's not as big as Andre Drummond, but that man. And we could talk about the LeBron thing briefly because when he ran after LeBron James and wanted to kill him, I get it, and that should not happen. But I knew in my head, he's for real.
He's legit,
he's for real. Like no one's gonna fuck with him anymore. Like
LeBron was shook, bro.
He was.
LeBron was standing behind people, like, man.
He's like pulling people in front of me. Hey,
dude, Isaiah was ripping through people. I loved that.
There was someone that had me fucking crack. I think it was Russ. He was like fucking 15 feet away, or Rondo. They're like squaring up, like Popeye.
Russ did the pants pull up. He's like, "What's up? What's up?"
Yeah, he's like 15 feet away. He's like squaring up, like he's about to fucking shit like a 15-foot shot. Yeah. All right. I have a question though, because I haven't talked to any of you guys about that. Was it? I think it was real, a little bit show.
That was real. That was real,
dude.
He fucking tasted his own blood. He said, "Oh hell no!"
And that's when he lost it.
Yeah, bro.
Well, because at first when LeBron was right there, he was like acting all cool.
Because he didn't see that.
Yeah, some people are like that when they see the blood.
Because he's off the like shock, and I think he's walking away.
Bro, he tried fucking going around the other exit. Remember that?
Yeah.
He's okay.
That's how you know he was just like blacking out, dude. Yeah. He really wanted that smoke. And that's what appreciate him.
He's gonna pull the Batman, come from the fucking ceiling.
Yeah.
And he jumps in with his bloody lip. He's pissed off again. No, I that's why I respect him.
Where's LeBron?
Yeah. Still looking for him to this day.
Where's LeBron? Yeah.
He's out for injury, looking for LeBron. He wants that smoke.
Oh man, I hope he's okay though. I mean, it said he just got a bone bruise.
Yeah, it seems like a bone bruise.
It looked way worse.
It looked way worse. Looked like it could have been an ACL.
I missed that initial like injury, but I saw him go out.
He got rolled up on.
Bad.
It looked,
yeah,
it looked way worse than it would. But hey, we get to see Bagley in a starting spot, so it
Yeah.
honestly is kind of a bonus in a way. You know, if we're gonna pay him, but you don't want to play minutes though, because you have to pay him, right?
Yeah, but I think he's been
think we're
injured so
already
much.
past that
So we're good.
point.
We're
Yeah, I
past the
think we're
point.
good.
All right,
we're
we're
good.
good. Fuck it.
And like, there's one more thing about Bagley, and we'll move on. Is like the chemistry he's already ignited. Because when we talked to Cade,
Yes, dude.
we were talking to him about. Because you ever watched that overtime documentary he did? Mm-hmm. Well, at the end, he's like making the beat. He's like, "Oh, we have a banger,
Yeah,
bangers."
hell yeah.
We asked him about it. He's like, "Shit, I might have to get bagging on the feature."
Yeah.
His voice so deep, but yeah, he's like that country, like southern ass deep.
Wanted Bagley on the
yeah,
track.
yeah,
Bro.
But bro, if they're already talking about rapping and shit like that, like they got chemistry. You know
Oh,
what
bro,
I'm saying?
you
Yeah,
can see,
for
see it
sure.
on the court. They already got that. Like, that's Cade's first lob threat with the Pistons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that they have it. Like, that one against not the Bulls, but who
Oh
they
my
played
god, I hope
before
we
that.
get Chet,
Pacers.
man. I
Pacers.
hope we get fucking Chet.
They
man.
were
Think about
walking down the
lobs and
court.
shit.
Cade wasn't even looking at him. He was looking away, and then last second tosses
Yeah,
it
it's
up
money.
there, and Bagley went baseline and just yammed on him. And
Man.
like, I mean, it's impressive to see them in such short of time grow that type of chemistry, and it's
Yeah.
great for the future.
Thank God the Kings
Yeah.
don't know how to develop talent.
King-
Like,
It's crazy.
Everybody
good.
talks
He
He
shit
looks
about
like
the
a totally
Pistons.
different player here,
Yeah.
bro. It's
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
Everybody talks shit about the Pistons. You know, Detroit versus everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody, poverty franchise. Blah blah blah. Even though we are historically
better than
one of the top 4,
Yep.
top 5 franchises in NBA history, at least we're not the Kings.
Oh,
At
yeah.
least
Thank
we're
God.
not the Kings, bro.
Thank God we're
'Cause,
not the Kings,
Oh
bro.
my God, I don't
Bro.
know how Kings fans
It's
do
an
it
What was the Halliburton trade?
for Sabonis.
Yeah, but what was it? Yeah, Halliburton.
Sabonis,
like,
and they added Buddy Hield.
yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah.
So
So
they were
Halliburton
like,
and Buddy Hield.
they were like, oh yeah, you can have our young, prodigy of a
fight
player.
for a play-in in the Western Conference. Like,
Here's our 2 best players.
By the time you're
That
ready to
shit's
contend,
sorry as
Sabonis will be
fuck.
damn near
Yeah.
30. Like, all right, man.
De'Aaron Fox has been balling since that trade, though, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been going nutty.
I've always liked De'Aaron Fox. For me, what he just can't shoot is right.
Yeah,
It's just-
That's the problem.
Yeah.
And I maybe that's what I always say, man. Guards, especially Cade. Like I'm excited to see him with a big. Like you kind of see it now with Marvin Bagley, but it's weird. Like it just makes him better in all ways.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Yeah.
Darren Fox with Sabonis gets another guy. Cade, hopefully it's Chet. Maybe it's someone else.
Because
but-
they can't be attacking you on the pick and rolls when you have a legit big,
Absolutely.
legit guy that can
Yes.
roll to the basket, that can stop and pop. They have to worry about that, so they can't be coming at you on those pick and rolls. So that gives you that extra couple inches you need to go up with the shot to take them around the corner. A couple extra inches,
inches, boy.
That's all she asked for. But you got it's so important to get that little bit of extra space to make everything will slow down.
Yeah, I mean, even
Absolutely.
going back to that Atlanta game in overtime, like just Bagley being there, having that length, and Trey had to step back again to readjust himself. And then obviously, obviously he's longer. He still had the length to put up just a shot.
Yeah. Trey Young looked terrible in that game.
Killian Hayes.
Killian locked
Killian
him down.
Hayes, man.
Killian.
That dude is. I
Knocked
like
him off his rhythm for sure.
Pe-
Dude, he's a 6'6" defending guard. Like, people need to stop tripping
He's
on
getting
like
stronger too. Like he
Yeah.
looks physically stronger. Like I went to a game when he was rookie year, and now again in our second year. I know he was injured most of his rookie year, but
Yeah.
he
Thicker.
gets thicker.
Yeah.
And then
Pause,
and
but
then
he
Jeremy
thicker.
Grant need him in the nuts.
And then
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
We lost him. We lost
Hit him with a nut shot, dude. He's playing great defense, and that's all you can ask for. A guy gets you. What is he averaging? Probably 6'4" and a steal.
like that,
give me
yeah.
that off
He's
the
been
bench.
He's been averaging like 11, 12 his past since he's been coming off the bench.
Because
That's kind of how Rondo creeped into the league too. Was like that type of
Yeah.
dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give you all his effort
Give
and
me
like
a
share
little
the ball.
everything.
But Rondo wasn't,
Rondo's
And I think
Second
Hall of Fame.
and I
right?
think
Yeah.
Killian.
Rondo Hall of Fame.
I think Killian could be a better shooter than Rondo. Like
You
he
think
just
Rondo's
got to
Hall of
put
Fame?
it together.
no.
You think Rondo's Hall of Fame, Joe? I think Rondo's Hall of Fame.
I don't know. Well, they let anybody in the Hall of Fame. But basketball Hall of
Very
Fame is
true.
different.
No, basketball's different.
Because
Basketball
If
is
it's slide in. I
it's
mean,
not the
yeah.
NBA Hall of Fame. It's Basketball Hall of Fame. So
That's
it counts
true.
college and high school
Yeah.
and Olympics.
I feel like he's up there on assists though. Rondo.
Oh, 100%.
yeah.
all time.
He is. I mean, if we're talking top point guards, he was
He was the only not top
15.
75 guy of that Celtics team
Yeah.
out of
I
their
was-
starting 5.
I was mad that what for real. Well, obviously,
Well, not
Pierce.
Kendrick Perkins.
Okay. I was about to say, I was like, oh shit.
Rondo's a dog.
Pierce, Ray, and Garnett.
Okay, that
He's
makes
been on,
sense.
I think Rondo's played for like every franchise in the
oh,
damn
dude.
NBA
Yeah.
at this
He
point.
goes
I was
around.
mad the Lakers got rid of him because he's a dog, like mentality wise.
Playoff Rondo.
Yeah, playoff Rondo's a thing.
That's legit.
Yeah.
That's a legit thing.
Or like angry
That is a
Rondo.
legit
Bro, this
thing.
nigga spit on Chris Paul. Playing mid-game, bro.
Chris Paul called him a turtle, man.
I'll never forget the Chris Paul and the Rondo scrap.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is the most Brandon Ingram. That was
Oh,
the
yeah.
most
Oh,
iconic.
Brandon Ingram was ready, bro. He was
Came in
throwing.
there-
I
those
don't
boys.
remember this.
I
When he
think
spit on him.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
That's,
I don't remember Brandon Ingram for some reason.
he came over and they wanted to smoke too. 'Cause
Brandon Ingram.
Oh yes, I do.
Brandon
yeah.
Ingram was
yeah,
swinging.
because he was like, I was like, whoa, bro, like
Rondo's like, he just
is their thing.
hey,
He came in there, started swinging.
Yeah, he was ready with little
I
ass,
can't-
skinny ass arms. They weren't little, they're long ass arms.
LeBron's sitting in the bag watching his young guys. That's when LeBron knew. He's like, I'm trading all these fucking guys. He saw Brandon Ingram punching his boy Chris Paul.
Yeah, he's like,
all right,
this
yeah,
guy's
you're getting out of here.
Little did he know, man. He probably should have waited and caught AD in free agency because
Yeah.
that team, if they would have waited and grabbed him, bro, I'm telling you, dynasty.
Anthony Davis is, I mean, he's great, but
he needs to just
Anthony day-to-day Davis.
can't play.
day-to-day
Yeah.
Davis,
He can't
aka
play more
street
than
clothes,
3
aka street clothes.
Yeah.
That's really all I got. But anything revolved around street clothes.
They put him in the 75
Handy
too,
Brown.
didn't they?
Andy Brown, what?
Did they put him in the 75?
Yeah.
Disrespect.
Which is actually incredibly
So
disrespectful,
disrespectful.
to a lot of people. Like
You're not going to put Tracy McGrady in the top 75?
Which
You're
is-
gonna put
Ben
Anthony
Wallace.
Davis?
it's embarrassing.
I put Dwight over AD.
Yeah.
In
Dwight?
top 75. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
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 That's the
I was-
biggest thing I was surprised about. Like
People
Dwight,
forget.
people forget.
Dwight Howard was
Dog,
a monster.
Dude was a monster. He took that team to the finals by himself. The Magic,
Yeah.
pretty much by himself.
Beat
Hedo
LeBron. Beat LeBron to get there.
bro. Hedo Turkoglu.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah. He do Turkoglu,
He
Mike,
literally
Michael
LeBron'd him.
Petrus.
Yeah.
Fucking
Jameer
Jameer Nelson.
Yeah.
Looked like he
Jameer
came out of
Nelson.
chicken nugget box.
He could go on the head, dude. He could.
He could be a heavyweight for sure. Yeah.
Jameer.
But no, when
So
people
would
were
Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby's fucking.
Mike
Bibby
Oh,
now.
he's fucking
No
jacked.
games
He's
with Mike
heavyweight.
Bibby.
He's,
He heavyweight.
Hey, that's
he's taking
heroin.
like,
No, I'm
juice.
just-
That's all right.
I was just saying when Dwight was bouncing around and he didn't have a team, people call him trash. I looked at his numbers from the last time he played. Still top 3 in rebounds and blocks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm like, y'all are crazy. I'd take him in a heartbeat.
Heartbeat.
And on a discount too. Like, give it to me.
People forget like what he
Pause.
did for the Lakers when they won the championship. People, I mean, you can give them shit all you want. They won in Disneyland, but Disney World. But at the same time,
but everyone in the same
Dwight-
circumstances.
That Mickey
Dwight,
chip.
but
Yeah.
Dwight Howard was out there, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Important
Bro,
for
they
that
had
team for a
Dwight
lot of
Howard
teams.
and
Even when he was
Wemby,
older.
man.
That's when
Oh,
they let
yeah.
him and Rondo go. I'm like, they're not going to win again.
No,
No,
Those are championship pieces. Like
Dwight's
he,
still on the
they had
team.
JaVale McGee
they
too.
brought him,
They had all
brought him
these
back.
guys.
Yeah,
Remember he
yeah,
did the 76ers.
Yeah, they had JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard.
They had a bunch of bigs on
Twin
that team.
towers.
Yeah, it's
Damn,
ridiculous.
we just went hard in basketball, and we still got. Let me get. Let's
All right,
get
let's
some
run
football.
some
Oh
point.
yeah, let's
Mr.
run. Oh yeah, run some. You're running
All
point.
right,
Only
all right,
player.
ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Spencer was leading. He would have already took
All right.
off.
So-
he already went somewhere.
So Detroit native, Allen Robinson on the market.
Yes.
Jeff, you're on the morning show. You had some interesting things to say that I totally disagree with. But Spence, because everyone already heard Jeff's. Let's get your take. Al, I already know what you're gonna say. Well, let's Spence go. I'm curious.
Dude, I'll take Allen Robinson for sure. I
fucking knew it.
Without,
This guy's so thirsty for receivers.
I'm thirsty for a wide
Yo,
receiver.
we might be turning the mic
For
like this.
sure.
Now.
Yeah.
Like we might be both against you,
Yeah,
bro.
it's okay.
I'm dead. Keep talking.
We
Spencer,
need
keep
a receiver. We need
That'd
a
be Allen
guy
for me
that can
for
go
sure.
out there and make plays, and that is what Allen Robinson has done in his whole career. When he had Blake Bortles and he was making plays. He had Mitch Trubisky and he was making plays. He could do it with Jared Goff. I'm not worried about it. And he wants to play in Detroit.
He wants to play here.
If we can get him on a hometown discount,
That's it. That's
the
key.
key.
That's
couple-
That's the
key.
key.
take a
Hometown
couple
discount.
M's off that top, and he immediately turns into the best receiver that we got.
All right, so here's my thing. Go ahead, Jeff, because you were hype.
No,
You
that's
were
facts.
jacked
I
up.
think Spencer just honestly nailed it right on the head for
Yeah.
me. Like, there are a couple things going to play. I need to look at what he's getting because I know I'm not signing the deals, but I got to know when I deal what the lines would offer him.
Yeah.
Then I can make a decision. If it's $16 million per year,
Fuck no.
no.
Yeah, that's a little too
I
much.
don't want Allen Robinson. He's going to be 29 years old. The Lions can get a wide receiver this year, especially I've been on it for that 32 or 34. But hey, I like Allen Robinson. Like, you can't know any person in Detroit. If you're a Lions fan, like, you're at least going, all right, this guy's from Detroit. We love people
That's a
that
big
want
part
to
of it, I
be
feel
here
like, is he's from
because
Detroit.
it's someone that wants to be here, and you
Yeah.
don't have that often at all. Like Marcus Williams, if he were to now listen, I don't want him to come to Detroit, but if you were to, it'd be because of the coaching staff.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Allen Robinson would do it because he simply wants to come.
City.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I love. So, Allen Robinson, you're welcome, but
even last night,
16 million, I
he
might
was
not
sweet
do.
during the game, like Cade Cooking.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You know, if the day he gets signed, he's gonna hop off the plane with the buffs on, might have the mink on, walk down, banging some peasy or something, and
go clubbing downtown.
Yeah.
So that the key word you said that though is the hometown discount. But
yes,
the other part that makes me a little nervous, and I get that he was in Chicago with like a whole fucking quarterback carousel, knowing what the fuck is going on. But like last year's numbers not pretty.
Maybe you get him at a discount because of that.
Dude, yeah.
Yo, for sure.
You
think so?
For
sure.
Into it, but
I mean,
seen what
still
he's done in the past.
He's still expected to sign at 16 per year at minimum.
And let me answer you for that. I think Justin Fields, I like Justin, but he is a mobile quarterback who a lot of the time last year, his first read, a lot of the time, dude, their offensive line sucks.
He was making shit with Moutier work, though.
Mooney.
Yeah.
And I get that, but Moody turned into his safety blanket almost too much, like to the point where he was like only Mooney.
And that's because they're Allen Robinson and Mooney are different players. Mooney's going to be the guy across the middle. He's going to be the guy running those 5-yard outs. Those Michael Thomas routes.
Possession guy.
Yeah, Allen Robinson's going to be running the goes.
Slants,
the
curls.
slants, the posts, and that's not Jared Goff's specialty. But we already got enough guys that are going to be running 5-yard outs.
What about Braylon Edwards?
What about Braylon Edwards?
Sign Braylon Edwards?
I would definitely sign Braylon Edwards. He's a great fit, great culture guy. We're talking about Detroit guys. We can get Braylon in here.
Hometown discount.
Hometown discounts.
You go out there, catch a couple balls.
Bro, listen, if I'm coming out retirement, you're paying me. I'm getting $16 million a year.
Man, you gotta pay that man.
I love Braylon.
But I get the premise of yours as well. Like, you got to look at it too.
It's definitely all about the contract.
Yes,
but I think like he's still somewhat valuable to where we're not going to be able to afford him, and it's definitely not going to be worth it because what he offered last year again can be a sign of a decline.
Yeah,
you can get that out of the draft easily.
And let me ask you guys this: I want both to answer this because we talked about it on the morning show, and it's an interesting question. If you sign a guy like Allen Robinson, does it benefit you in the draft to not have to take a wide receiver with those first 3 picks? Because you wait longer and be like, we could take all defense.
I don't think so because like you can still address receiver at any point in the draft. I mean,
later, yes.
Yeah. We're literally coming off a year. Oh, fucking, what do you turn to? I'm trying to get a movie.
The opposite of what this guy been saying all year, man.
Oh, call him out.
No, I'm just like, because you're always talking about we don't need a receiver in the first couple drafts. We can wait for it. And
I was saying first rounds. Like you wanted one early, like one of those pretty flashy ones. I'm saying you can get them fucking a dime a dozen like any round. You know what I'm saying? And literally for that argument to be the case, when we're coming off a year where Amon-Ra St. Brown, a fucking 4th round pick, came through and shined.
When you're the only guy like that, it's not hard.
And it's not an anomaly because Tyreek Hill, 4th round pick, fucking Antonio Brown, 5th round pick, fucking Devontae Adams is the best receiver in the league right now.
I get you.
2nd round pick.
I get you.
You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes come any round. So it's not, you don't have to spend those first 3 on a receiver.
You don't have to, but like what Jeff was saying, it definitely helps. If you sign an Allen Robinson, then you don't have that pressure of how does it hurt?
That's too much fucking money to get minimum.
Okay, let's say like a little bit of a discount. Well, we won't say 16 million.
But what's the discount?
Maybe like you get him for like
13.
Maybe 13 is a better number.
No.
Maybe it's like maybe it's like 11 with incentives. He gets to like 13.
You keep saying you want us to rebuild and want us to get these free agents. Who do you want us to spend this money on? If it's not Allen Robinson,
right now this year,
yeah.
Fucking gap holder. This is year 2 of a rebuild.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I won't be mad if
we
they
don't
don't
have to fucking like go for the kill right now because we're not kill ready.
Allen Robinson's not going
if
for
we
the
jumped
kill.
in the
Allen Robinson's not going for the kill.
You're paying him $11 million. You better be fucking going for the kill. That's too much money.
That's bringing in. Bringing in a playmaker.
Didn't look like a playmaker last year. And let's give you this.
That Chicago Bears offense was
terrible.
Fucking terrible.
$19 million is our cap space.
Yeah,
that we're working with.
Yes,
you remember what Scott
you
was talking about yesterday?
You want to give a guy coming off a bad year,
bro.
And listen, I won't argue with you about that because I'd be lying if I said I'd be okay with spending money.
Because like you get guys like incentive, like how we saw Josh Reynolds, incentive linked contracts.
And you can cut guys.
But Robinson's not Josh Reynolds. You know what I'm saying he can still get more than fucking $12 million.
Yeah, you don't give Allen Robinson an incentive based.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying that's not.
But you cut Trey Flowers, and how the hell were the Saints $40 million over the cap? Like, how does that even?
Like, I just don't understand. Like, why? Like, you want to give $11 million of we're cap strapped. You want to give $11 million to one guy who's been banged up, coming off a bad season, and we just got a fucking guy.
And we got to sign our rookies
in the 4th round. We have Cephas coming back. Like, Brad Holmes is going to find us a receiver.
let me tell you, because
You
I
have to pay
honestly
him.
I agree with you. I really do. If you're discussing Allen Robinson, my point is, would you like Allen Robinson if he was on the Lions? Would I have a problem with it? No. And I would sit here and be like, okay, how much did you sign him for? And if it is a ridiculous amount, I've said
Anything
all
over
year,
double digits for me is like no.
I've said this entire so far up until the draft.
You're not going to
that
get a good player for under.
I don't want us to spend money. Don't spend
you
money
can.
this year. Please don't.
It's called the draft.
Don't spend money. I'm okay with you. Don't spend any money because you have to sign your rookies, save your cap space. You're going to cut Trey Flowers probably. If you don't re-sign Charles Harris, assuming you address those positions in the draft, then build the cap space. Because people talk about Marcus Williams and Allen Robinson. To all that, I say, fuck it. All right, don't sign nobody. But I just like Allen Robinson because he's from Detroit. Maybe I have more interest in him.
for sure. I think that's
but
a big
like,
part
I
of
don't
it.
think they should spend a
He was good,
fucking
too.
dime.
Yeah.
My thought is get depth. Because last year, what was our problem when
Yes.
guys were hurt? We were pulling shit out of nowhere.
Yeah.
When we found some studs. We found Jerry Jacobs. We found some good guys, but I want this
Craig
year
Reynolds.
depth. You need some depth.
Yeah.
And that's really all I think they should do. I agree with you. Kill, because we're not ready to kill yet. I think 7 to 9 games is reasonable.
I mean,
but
Josh,
next year is that year. Like,
We're not going to be ready to kill until we have a quarterback.
I think you could win your. Honestly,
if we build a team though, we
with
could-
Jared, I think you can win some games.
If you build it, they will come. But
Yes.
like you look at these teams that are built that don't have quarterbacks. The Broncos before they got Russ, the Colts. All these teams that have great pieces,
and that's
ridiculously
when
built
you
teams.
go for the kill.
And that's when you trade all your assets. Yeah, but
what about the Titans?
the Titans, it's the same kind of thing.
They won the AFC with Tannehill, and they had pieces. But if they ever found their quarterback, they just boop.
If they find
And
their
they got
quarterback,
the
they're a
they
Super
should
Bowl
have traded
contender.
for Russ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the team that should trade
Dude,
for Russ. That would have been nasty.
I know that Aaron Rodgers, he bought a house in Nashville, so people are talking about maybe him going to.
There's a lot of people buy houses in Nashville. Nashville's
Yeah,
like,
so I'm
May
thinking
I take
if you went
your
to,
hat,
dude,
sir?
I was thinking ahead if you went to Tennessee.
Mike
My
May I
God.
take your hat, sir?
May I take your hat, sir?
What about Deshaun Watson? What do you think's going on with Deshaun
God.
Watson? You want the Lions
no,
to make a play for Deshaun Watson?
Yes.
Yes.
no.
So do I.
Yes.
That is what, look at the teams. I was listening to Valeni and Rico
what?
yesterday, and you listen to you look at these teams
You don't fucking mention those
that,
names.
that are
Just
good.
kidding.
No, those are my boys.
No, but honestly,
you look at the teams that are going at Deshaun Watson. It's the Steelers. It's Carolina. It's blah blah blah. I forget what the third one was, but these are teams that have been to Super Bowls, that know how to win, and realize that he might be a dick, he might be a creepo, but he's going to win you football.
I don't
games.
even think it might just be he's a creepo. Is he
Yeah,
a dick? Like
yeah.
I don't even know. Like players seem to.
But
do
is
they
he-
have a problem with him?
So, the whole Deshaun Watson shit is touchy, and I don't want to go too much, but the shit that he's accused of is criminal shit. He would be in jail if there was
Michael Vick went to jail.
yeah, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
he dogfighting.
But I
And
just
he came back.
Tyreek Hill's body slammed his wife.
Pregnant girlfriend.
yeah.
Choke slammer.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
This is
no,
what
no,
the
no,
NFL
I'm not
is,
speaking from a fucking no, he's a bad guy. I'm saying dude, I don't even know if that shit we gotta let that shit play out because if he did anything
100%.
remotely close to that, he'd be in jail.
Well,
But
you
then
gotta
it's
know
on Friday.
It would have been way
Tomorrow
more than
they're
a
gonna
civil
figure
case.
out if the civil case gets settled on Friday.
Yeah.
Or if it goes to criminal. If it goes to criminal court, he's
then
not playing next
Then
year.
you could question him, his character. If it goes to criminal, that's when I'll start questioning.
Let's
his
say
character.
would
you
you
can question his character whenever you
when it's
want.
in civil right now, looks like somebody wants some money.
You can
So if
question
it's
his
civil,
character
if it stays in civil, are you still interested in Deshaun Watson?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So at least we're
absolutely.
not like those Lions fans who are like,
To be
"No."
honest with you,
Yeah.
even
We're
just
too good for
we have
Deshaun
enough draft picks to
I
build a
love
team
Jim
around him.
Caldwell.
And
Right. That's exactly.
But we have
right.
enough draft picks to build a team around him, and so I actually
that's-
He would come in and be the best
I mean, you'd
quarterback
have
in
to-
the division.
He'd be the
Hands
second
down.
best quarterback in the NFC
Yeah.
if
So
we
you
got
got
Deshaun
Rodgers.
Watson.
I think he's better than Rodgers.
Russ was 2.
Russ is
Who else in
gone.
the NFC right now?
Russ is in the-
Stafford,
yeah,
who was
Russ is in-
38,
Russ is in the
Stafford.
led the
AFC.
league in interceptions last
It's
year.
really only Rodgers.
Oh, now
and-
you're going against them.
No, I mean I
Okay,
love
okay.
that, but he's not as good as Deshaun Watson.
Okay,
No,
that's fair.
I'd agree with you.
Yeah,
Even though he has a Super Bowl, if you put Deshaun on that team,
Holy
if you
shit.
beat Aaron Rodgers,
He would.
you got a shot for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. He'd probably be the second best, third best quarterback.
He would.
Kyler better than Kyler. Yeah,
He's better than Kyler.
Kyler for sure.
I honestly, I
Wow.
like Deshaun on. I'll
Yes.
take him out of all those guys.
Let's do it, Brad
Yeah,
Holmes.
thank you.
But that's
Brad. There is no doubt in my mind
And
that
people get so worried.
Brad Holmes is probably begging Sheila and Spielman right now. Come on,
Yeah.
let me at least call these guys. Let me see what they're.
Oh, he's probably for sure calling.
because that's the Lions' ways. We're going to do it the right way. We're not going to draft Randy Moss.
That's
We're
what
not
it
going to
is.
go
Here, hold on. Here's the only
That's
thing.
it right there.
In the situation where we get Desean Watson, I don't want to give up the amount of draft capital we have.
You're going to have to.
Because we're not going to win with just him. Because we saw him with him and DeAndre Hopkins, and they weren't.
But
really,
That's what Russ just went for.
Well, yeah, what Valenti said, would you rather do it now or when you're forced to do it? When you have to, after you cut Jared Goff and you have to go after that quarterback.
Maybe you can give
I'd
him
rather do it
Jared.
more.
You're
forced to
not
do it,
going to get
honestly.
someone better than Deshaun Watson.
He's a dude. That guy.
It's you know what?
He was
Actually,
winning with Bill O'Brien.
Yeah.
you sold me so
Trading
much.
the best
you
receiver
sold,
in the
you
league
sold me
for the
so much in
corpse of
liking him
David
that I
Johnson.
forgot. I'd rather have our draft capital, honestly, because any one of those picks can be a Deshaun Watson.
Oh my
We're keeping it book, and we're gonna have to draft
Hold
a
up.
quarterback.
Hold up. I agree with you, but I don't know if any of these draft picks will be a Deshaun
Draft
Watson.
capital will only get you
Malik
so
Willis,
far.
the next Mike
Oh,
Vick.
no.
There's
hold on.
draft
Actually,
capital.
can we get to
capital,
that?
Malik Willis,
and there's
the next Mike
proven
Vick.
commodities. And
Can we-
Deshaun Watson is a proven commodity.
What do you think?
Yeah,
Can I-
$30-40 million a year. Plus, we give up all our fucking
Dude,
draft
that's
capital.
what
for
the
him.
NFL
hold
is,
up.
man.
Let me-
If you're
gonna have to pay somebody at some
hold on,
point.
listen. If you're Denver, you get a Deshaun Watson. If you're a fucking
And that's what
Tennessee,
the Lions are
you get
projected
Deshaun
to
Watson.
be. Why wait?
We're not
one more
projected
year?
to be that.
We're
We're still going to be fucking 8 wins tops next year.
What did Denver do last year? 8
I don't know
wins.
that. Did they do 8 wins?
Yes.
Let's look it up.
Hey, wait.
Like that's what it is.
Can
Like,
I-
that's literally
can I-
after next year we should be in the same spot as Denver was.
Hold on.
And, no.
we got-
The Denver's team is fucking way better than ours, though. I'm not.
hold on. I gotta ask you. You said something that was real interesting.
Uh-huh.
You said we could find a Deshaun Watson in the next couple of years. I hold on. I just want to go back to that because you mentioned Malik Willis.
Yes.
Why do you think Malik Willis is going to be Mike Vick?
Boy,
And he's
I,
going to be
I
pretty
don't,
good.
I don't think he's Mike Vick. I'm going to say he could be Mike Vick.
How would
The-
you react
the
if the
raw
Lions?
Scott was selling real high. Well,
Yeah, you got to watch the pod back with Scott. By the way, make sure you guys check that out when you watch right now. Press
I
the like
gotta
button.
watch
But
his evaluation on
he
him.
listen. I mean, I could kind of reiterate
like
it a little
him,
bit.
but-
Do you want to give it a shot, Spence, or should I go?
What?
Selling him on Malik.
oh yeah, no. Scott was talking about how like he's got that kind of He's got that explosiveness. He's got that. His arm looks different than the other guys in the draft, and how he
Definitely.
is like standing out so much more than the rest of the quarterbacks that were in the combine. Like if the rest of them are like looking all right, looking good, and then it was Malik Willis, and how he can be so explosive to where, you know, he's got that speed on top. He's not just a run guy,
Right.
You know, he's not just a deep ball.
He's got the
guy,
cannon.
you know, and it's. He was selling me pretty.
What if I asked Scott this? What if I said,
You saw like 30-30.
I gotta ask Scott
What if?
this, and what if I asked this man and I said, what do you think Malik Willis right now? Do you think he's a beneficiary of the class he's coming out of with? You think so?
Oh, definitely.
Because where would he be ranked
No,
last year?
that's for sure the thing. But that doesn't mean like he's still like.
Not gonna be. I'm not saying he's gonna be bad, but I'm
What
just
if I
saying like
told
where
you
people are
Best
projecting
quarterback in the
Malik
draft
Willis.
this year
Yeah.
wouldn't have even been a first round
Exa-
pick last year. You know,
Hey.
30 for 30 cut.
And when I think of quarterbacks taking that like 20s, I'm thinking of like Paxton Lynch. Like I'm
Yes.
thinking of like
Yes.
you know
Whoa,
Cal,
whoa.
Drew
Deshaun-
Lock.
Drew
Deshaun-
Lock and second. Like those
Brock
guys
Osweiler.
don't. Osweiler.
Brandon
Hold
Weeden.
on, hold on.
I'm thinking of Lamar Jackson's an anomaly. Like he
Deshaun
really is.
Watson.
He was taking.
Patrick Mahomes.
He was taking like Patrick Mahomes was taking like what, like 12th?
15th or 16th, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Not that. Was it that late?
Yeah. Pretty late.
No, I bet you it could have not have been past like 16, 15. Like
I
the
think it was
quarterbacks
16.
are going into 20s. Like, I get a little wary of it.
Yeah.
Well,
So, I
honestly,
think Malik would go great with Pittsburgh. I think
Yes.
that'd be great. That'd be
Yes.
great for him. Place like Pittsburgh.
Deshaun Watson was 12th.
12.
12 overall. And then Pat.
I could see Malik going into that range.
Actually, I think they traded up to 10 to get Pat, if I'm being honest. But I'm
What
looking
if
it
I
up.
told you
Mitch
What if I
Trubisky.
told
the
you?
best quarterback in the draft?
Yeah. Pat.
I can't believe the Bears traded up to get Mitch Trubisky.
I still
didn't
can't
get
do it.
Patrick Mahomes.
And no, the shit that blew my fucking mind is like, who's their coach's name? I can't think of it right now.
Matt Nagy.
Matt Nagy like took him to the playoffs, made him a Pro Bowler, and then they were like talking about firing Nagy before the fucking GM who traded for that.
Ryan
Yeah.
Pace is probably the
I'm like,
biggest
bro, that should be
idiot.
the first fucking guy I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. Like this guy at
Get
least
the
made
fuck outta
some
here.
shit work with this dude.
Oh,
You know what I'm
Batman,
saying?
huh?
Ryan Pace was the biggest idiot, I think, out of all the general managers.
Oh, man. It
Dude, this guy,
terrible.
like, I think
No.
I don't know a lick about being a general manager in the NFL. I think I might have done a better job.
You could be like, this
That's
guy
what I
isn't
did.
good
Yeah.
at football.
I would have been like Patrick Mahomes, the guy had 700 yards in a game in college.
Yeah.
Boop. hit that fucking button, dude. We would have a Hall of Famer, dude.
And,
that's that easy.
he wouldn't have even had to trade up to fucking
No,
get Pat Mahomes.
you could have had him at 2.
It's like, bruh,
That's fucked
fucking turd. All right, so Allen Robinson we talked about.
Yes.
That might be a good clip for the two. I'll probably grab that one. Josh Reynolds. You guys want to talk about that?
What if I told you the
What if I
Detroit
told you?
Lions signed a mediocre wide receiver to a 2-year, $12 million contract
With incentives.
with incentives?
And that's where it comes in those incentives, though.
I'm good with that.
I'm
I know
good.
you were passionate. You talked about it yesterday a little bit. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I was pissed at first. I was mad as fuck, but my anger got the best of me. I didn't look at the incentive part.
This
it's
Luka
2
got the
years,
best
$12
of me.
Because
million.
Nick Leach didn't put incentives in our Woodward tweet.
Brown Luka got the best of me.
Yeah, because
Nick
it's tough.
Leach.
Because
I ain't rich,
Love you,
but I'm
dog.
finna be.
you read the news,
These
at first
foolish, you gonna hit
Josh
me.
Reynolds is a dude who was cut last
shit.
year, and we claimed him off waivers. And
Yeah.
now they signed him for a 2-year, $12
He got
million
paid
deal.
$1 million. Like, he's not going elsewhere making much more than that.
Yeah.
And his production, though, when he come in, though, on that $1 million fucking deal was another reason to tell you, fuck, no disrespect, Allen Robinson. I fuck with you. I appreciate you wanting to come here, but, like, that we don't need a fucking $11 million.
Yeah, I'd agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got Josh Reynolds and Amon Ra coming out of nowhere. Cephas
Josh Reynolds is
still-
not, I mean,
Cephas was coming
He's a
on.
depth guy.
he's a depth guy. He's not a wide receiver. Allen Robinson is a wide receiver 1.
I don't know.
Yes.
Go for
Josh
numbers
Reynolds is
last
gonna be,
year.
like,
I don't know if he's
third
a
on
wide
the depth
receiver
chart.
one
Dude, you
anymore.
keep saying that, but that offense was so garbage. It's not
He's
his
been in
fault.
garbage offenses before.
And he had 3 different
Blake
quarterbacks.
Bortles.
Blake Bortles has a cannon, though.
I don't know what guy can.
Blake Bortles has
does.
he's got a cannon,
point.
bro.
Cannon.
Justin Fields wasn't
Who was
slinging
that?
that
Who
ball.
was that?
dude,
Was
like
that whose announcer's like, oh, they say he had a cannon, looked like a water gun.
Yeah, bro. Blake Bortles also has the best quote of all time.
What is it?
They asked him what
Oh,
he'd be
yeah.
doing if he wasn't playing football. He said, I don't know, probably construction and ripping cigs. I was like, yeah, that's my type of guy right there.
I saw a recent pic of him too. He's like balding, but he's keeping like the hair. It's like all bald hair, but he's got like his
He's
hair.
got the
like,
monk
You know what's
cut.
crazy?
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
never,
like, bro, what did you do?
I'll never understand Blake Bortles. The dude went to an AFC
Idle
championship
game. Yeah.
game.
But that was that defense.
With the defense,
bro.
I know,
Yeah.
but just think about that. Like, you get
Sexy,
there,
bro.
and even at that point, people can at least see, like, you're a game manager. Dude, he's not even in the league.
No, he's a backup.
He was the backup in Green Bay.
No,
I
they
last saw.
were gonna bring him to Green Bay when Aaron Rodgers had the
But
toe.
where is he
Yeah.
now?
COVID, whatever it was.
Where my guy
toe.
Blake at, dude?
Gone.
He gone.
He's probably doing
He
construction
gone.
and ripping cigs.
He ripping
you know?
cigs, dude.
Hey.
Shout out to Blake Bortles.
What's
All
next?
right.
What's the next point,
This
man?
one is a one I'm passionate about a little bit because it's a fellow heavyweight, Jordan Davis. We didn't get too deep into it yesterday.
Jordan Davis, man.
Hot take, I guess. I see Adam was heated about it. I got to watch his video back. I wouldn't be absolutely pissed if we took Jordan Davis at number 2
Why?
because defensive tackle's more than just like
Wow.
the stats. You know what I'm saying like that's a
They make
position.
everybody else
but-
better.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
Wow.
So you're gonna draft a guy at number 2 that just
For a position you don't need.
that, and also
It's
a guy that a position where it's like it's not all about the stats. It's about making his team better and stopping the run. I get that, but like the value of the number 2 pick for me, like as much as I love Jordan Davis, I would love Jordan Davis at like 6, 7. Like if we could trade down, and maybe not because at 2.
See, I just never.
I have a list. Well, this is how I do it because I have a list of players I like. Jordan Davis is probably like 6th, 5th. So that's why I go 6 picks because I'm taking 5 before Jordan Davis. I'm taking number 1, obviously, if they hopefully don't take Aidan Hutchinson. Aidan Hutchinson, Kayvon Thibodeau. I'd even go Kyle Hamilton maybe just because of overall prospect. I like Kyle a little bit more. Honestly, Jordan might be, like you're saying, valuable and all that, but I always look at what is his ceiling. What do you think his ceiling is for Jordan Davis? Like, if Jordan Davis hits the ceiling of what Jordan Davis is supposed to be, like, what is he?
He's a run stopper. You know, he's
Vita Vea.
He's a Vita Vea. Yeah,
So you're drafting Vita Vea at number
exactly.
2.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
But in this
he'll be
draft
better
class
than
though,
that.
like so all right. So we were talking to Scott yesterday.
Yeah.
And
What
we
he
were like,
say?
where would Aidan fall in last year's draft? And he's like, I don't know if he'd be a top 10 pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, because like what's there, people are taking these guys and they're thinking that like a Chase Young, they're thinking like a Myles Garrett. That's not the
No,
case.
I don't think that.
Yeah,
but
these
nobody's-
guys aren't
yeah.
that at all.
Yeah, I don't think that.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
I think of getting after the
the
quarterback.
sole purpose for taking them is a positional value, draft value thing. They're not projected to be elite or anything like that.
Yep.
So why not take a guy who is? And
Is he
Jordan Davis.
elite and he's probably he's great at stopping the run. I just want a guy that early that can get to the quarterback.
Yes.
And I mean,
If Jordan Davis, go on.
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, he's not a great pass rusher. I definitely say that. But like,
But he eats those
look at
double teams. He eats those triple teams.
Yes.
He frees up
Makes
shit for your
everyone else
linebackers.
better.
Exactly,
He frees
and
up
then
shit
they
for the
fucking
other
clean up.
defensive
Look at-
linemen, yeah.
dude, we literally did it And it was the best in our lifetimes because we weren't around.
Jordan
for the
Davis
80s
is
and
not. Oh, I thought you were going to say Ndamukong Suh.
No, I was going to say Sue.
Oh.
Look at the combine numbers. He has better combine numbers
Okay,
than Ndamukong Suh.
fuck the combine numbers. I'm sorry.
He's not.
Production. I look
he's
at
not
production.
rushing. He's not rushing the passer like Ndamukong Suh.
Ndamukong Suh was a
But he's
high
doing
grade
everything.
finalist, dude.
He was
He's
picking
definitely
balls
fucking-
off as a
Yeah.
defensive tackle.
But you
I mean,
but
the
look
guy
at the
was-
fucking combine numbers this dude ran, dude.
I know he's athletic.
Fucking almost faster than fucking
Yeah,
Aidan
but dude,
Hutchinson,
the
bro.
40 time for a defensive lineman,
Six,
like,
seven,
I know.
6, 8.
And I'm not gonna
that
argue.
doesn't really mean anything. Like
No,
a 40 time for
No,
a
no, no,
300
no,
pound
no.
defensive
If
For
lineman.
Lamar
sure, for
Jackson's
sure.
running upfield, maybe.
There's more
when's
than
he
that,
going to be running a 40 in a game? you
That's
know?
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Broad jump.
Yeah, broad
Larger
jumps.
than Aidan,
Broad jumps
10-3.
good. Yeah.
So he's gonna be broad jumping.
That's higher than
Yeah, I
your
know,
boy
I get
Aidan.
you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, he's explosive as fuck.
Yeah.
Strong as fuck. I'm just saying I wouldn't be mad. I'm not saying I want him, but I'm just saying it's not a crazy take. This.
I just-
fuck
yeah,
with.
Is he,
It's not
how is he?
crazy.
You have to evaluate him as a football player. Like his combine numbers are great,
Yes.
but how does he play
Even
football?
as a football player?
And
again,
like you
because of
said that-
what a defensive tackle offers in terms of like
He
you
doesn't
said,
play like Ndamukong. You can
said-
stop the run, you can get after the passer.
but he
Like,
can.
We said that yesterday with Scott
saying?
with all those Georgia guys. Is they had so much
Talent around him as
sauce
well.
Yeah.
on that team
Yeah.
that it's hard to individually grade each one of them.
And-
And
yes.
yeah, Jordan Davis is different because he didn't have the production,
and I didn't
and
get
you
the-
saw him taking those double and triple teams, so the other guys could get that production. But it's
Yeah.
Or if they were focusing on other guys,
Yeah.
where was Jordan Davis?
Yeah.
Getting his. I mean, you know
Well,
what I
no,
mean?
they were focusing on Jordan Davis.
yeah.
Oh
That's-
yeah,
that's a big
7
boy.
sacks
You know
through
what I'm
4
saying?
years.
You cannot
Yeah.
focus on him.
Like Jordan-
7 sacks through 4 years. You got to.
Jordan Davis almost like solely increased the draft value of like the whole fucking defense. You know what I'm saying?
I know, I get you, but at number 2, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
It's not ridiculous.
I would rather if it was Malik
You think
Willis.
it's ridiculous?
That shit ridiculous.
there's
No,
lists
it's-
of-
It's not.
There's
I don't think
lists,
it's ridiculous.
not like ridiculous, but if there's lists of like who I'd be pissed about, I think it's like Malik Willis, probably number 1. I think Jordan Davis. is
He's
probably
easy
number
to
2.
get pissed about because like you have the weight issues you might be like a little bit concerned about because we had the Nick Fairley
Yeah.
debacle here. But Nick Fairley, he wasn't fucking Jordan
Dude,
Davis.
when Nick
Oh
Fairley,
no, I would agree with you there.
Yeah.
I don't think. I
when
think
Nick Fairley body slammed Jay Cutler in the end zone, though, that shit.
that
was
shit was
Respect
dope.
went-
Yeah.
My favorite fucking the 2014 team, man. Fairley, Sue, and guess where it all started? They had a
Randall
big
Bausch.
boy in the middle, like
Yes,
Jordan
sir.
Davis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then
Also, that's-
and then your cap clears next year when you fucking draft a quarterback 32, 34.
And where's your pass rush at?
Oh, that's okay because now you got that cap space.
So go
You go sign somebody.
You sign
And-
you
and if-
Clowney. You sign Clowney.
If we're keeping it a buck though, this class is fucking deep with edge rushers, man. And again, they're all kind of like they're not like the difference between Aidan Hutchinson and Carl Loftus not that great. Now Carl Loftus might not be there at 32, but guess who might be? Jermaine Johnson. Who's been a fucking dog.
I think he might go higher than that.
I think he's
'Cause
going
just
high, too.
climbing boards,
Yeah.
dude. He's too. I think he's
Trayvon
gonna go.
Walker, fucking like there's just so many, man.
Yeah, I think I like Boye Mafe. That's a guy that I'm probably.
I
certain-
fucking love Moffitt,
He's
bro.
probably going to be certain around there that pick. So I'm not going to argue with that. I think
Jabo.
your point, your greatest point about talking about it is how deep the edge rushers are. Like I'm not going to dispute that. I can't.
Yeah.
But also that's why I go back and forth with the safeties and edge rushers. And you make a great point. Like in this draft specifically, and I got to go back and watch the Scott podcast because I want to hear what he
Yeah,
talks
you
about.
do.
He breaks it down.
Especially
He
with
just-
Aidan Hutchinson in that draft last year, I
Yes.
completely agree with him. Like
put
it's
some
it's just a
knowledge down.
different class this year.
Yeah.
It is.
And I want to give this for you guys too. Like the oh fuck, did I write down? I did. So the cap space cap hit for the number 2 overall pick, $7 million.
Yeah.
The top defensive tackles in the league, $20 million on average. So that's fucking great value too if he ends up being a fucking league
Very well.
defensive
Yeah,
tackle,
very good.
disruptor and causing chaos.
You
So it's
know,
not. It's
wouldn't
not.
be
I'm
great
not saying I
value.
want him,
Kyle
but I'm not
Hamilton
saying it's
would
not
be
a fucking
terrible
crazy
value.
take to fucking like.
No,
flap it over.
and I'm not gonna be like hated. I think I would be more like, oh, I guess fine.
Yeah.
Like it's not like
Yeah.
a pick.
Definitely be
you're-
nervous. I don't think it's gonna happen. It's definitely not gonna happen though.
Yeah,
But I
probably.
see- I
Hopefully,
can't see
edge
him.
rusher.
I can't see him taking Jordan Davis too.
We're definitely taking Hutchinson. He's fucking Dan Campbell's.
What if
fishing
Hutchinson?
buddy,
If
bro.
Hutchinson goes
We're best friends.
because people forget this. The Jags, we were 20. I want to say 30th or 29th last year in sacks total. The Jags were 27th.
Yeah.
So they're just as bad as getting to the quarterback as we are. So what happens if Aidan goes number 1? Where's your head at right now? Like, is it still Kayvon or where are you guys at on Kayvon? Or is it
Was
Trayvon?
it the Jags that beat the Bills this year?
Yeah, they did.
Josh Allen. They have like some guys. Like
But they don't. Not
never have enough
statistically.
guys.
I mean, you
they
never have
never
enough.
guys exactly. But you gotta protect fucking.
'Cause if they think
You
quarterback.
gotta
Aiden's-
protect Trevor Lawrence.
You gotta
Yeah,
protect Trevor
it's-
Lawrence. Like
But you have to understand with this draft, especially like if you're, it depends how they view it. Like if Trent Baalke, I don't know who the hell he sounds like. He sucks ass. But let's just say I'm thinking in his perspective, if he wants to take the best player available, isn't an offensive lineman?
yes,
Who
the guy with the crazy last name, IK.
you think he's the best player in the draft?
Best player in the draft? I
'Cause
probably
they had the number 1 pick.
Best player in the draft. Fuck.
who
I was saying
Eazy
Hamilton.
thinks it's Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, I was saying Hamilton. But there's some shit that come out. You have to watch the pod with Sky. He'll break it down a little bit on Hamilton.
So my point is, if there's looking at best prospect, yeah, you're right. But maybe they won't take an offensive tackle number one. Let's just say they don't. Aiden Hutchinson goes like, what the hell? I mean, I'm at the point now where I don't worry as much about. I mean, people talk about the mentality of Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yeah.
I have more faith that him coming to this culture will help him a whole lot. Maybe like progress because I believe in Dan as a leader. I believe in especially Aaron Glenn.
How crazy is that?
I'm good.
The difference a year makes for people coming to the Lions culture.
Oh,
will help them. How crazy is that?
Imagine if Kayvon was going to Matty P.
When's the last time you've been able to say
Never.
that?
Ever in our life.
Yeah.
Maybe with Jim Schwartz. Only time.
Yeah.
And same kind of mentality. Like,
Shake my hand.
Yeah. And here's the thing too is like no matter where we go at I'm not tripping because again this is year 2 of a rebuild.
Yeah.
We still have next year to complete this process.
Well, you can't miss.
I feel like your job is with the first round pick is just don't bust.
Don't bust.
Like just you don't have to get somebody that can just be a good player.
And that's why when you have the Hamilton, you're not gonna bust with the Hamilton. In my opinion. With Davis,
I would agree with you.
Man, he has bust potential, but I'm saying like these are all pieces. You know what I'm saying this shit's not done being built, so I'm not tripping over fucking positional value because I could address positional value next year or in the off season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So every little bit in this year, again, just a piece. I'm not changing things around 1 year.
No way. I mean, what are they going to win this year?
Many positions,
6 to 8 games, maybe.
Like we could literally go all defense this year, then we'll feel a lot better.
I think we'll win 5 games this year.
You think so?
Yeah.
For sure, at least 5.
Maybe.
If they win 5,
For sure, at least 5.
If they win 5 games, where would your head be at? Like, where would your head be at as a Lions fan? Like, would you be like, year 3, or would you be motherfucker, Dan?
Oh, you mean 5 games total?
Yeah.
I'd be sad.
I'd be
mad.
pissed at
Dan. I want more than 5.
I'd be like, Dan.
I could, no, I mean.
We got 3 this
I
year.
like Spencer because he's just like, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. Like, the roster isn't good enough to be winning like that anyways. I don't expect them to be in the playoff contention or anything like that. So, 5 games, I would rather them win 5 games or less than win 7 games, and not make the playoffs and be out of the top 10.
That's a good point. It's like 5 games. Say we do take a Jordan Davis, win 5 games, we're back in that top 10 to grab a fucking elite edge.
One of these quarterbacks too next year. Quarterbacks coming out next year.
CJ Stroud.
If you want to address that, they have 2 first rounders. They can.
And I'm team. I kind of want
to plant a flag in DJ Longaluye because nobody likes him.
Dude,
he had a bad year last year, but he's a freak, dude. He's 6'4".
Coming out of high school as a prospect, that dude was like, I'm looking at a Greek god, dude, like 6'5", jack. I couldn't pronounce his last name.
I really think he's going to be a good NFL player.
I haven't watched CJ, I can't say.
Dude, I watched a little bit of him at Clemson. I know he had a down year last year.
I think he's going to be a good player.
Built
in the NFL.
Built for the NFL. I mean, we'll see, but
yeah,
I like Bryce Young. I'm a homer though.
Who doesn't like Bryce Young?
Not a homer, but like just because I'm always like, we had a debate on the show who's gonna win Heisman. I'm like Bryce Young, and that was early in the season, and it ended up being right. Now I just like ride the wave. I'm like, get this son of a bitch to Detroit, man. I got you. I'm down with it. But yeah, CJ Stroud. I get where you're coming from. You want to sit a quarterback. I think that's probably the most ideal situation. But what if they extend Jared like another 2 years, and they haven't? You could still rest them behind it. What do you think? Because you're saying you don't want them to take a quarterback and wait because you can't sit behind Jared. Is that your point you were making?
Were you saying like taking a quarterback this year?
Yeah, because you want a quarterback this year so we could sit. I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
I think you can wait and still sit behind Jared. You don't have to take one this year.
No, dude. I want Jared off the books immediately.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, what do you mean? Because we grab some pieces. So you figure about all these edge rushers that, again, aren't considered elite by prospects. Everyone across the board said this is a fucking mediocre draft class. Well, clear the books with Goff by getting your quarterback, and now you go sign your elite.
But don't force your hand at quarterback just because you need to get rid of Jared. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
I would rather not take a quarterback if any of them.
We're definitely not going to force our hand this year.
Scott said like if there is a draft to swing and miss in a quarterback, it would be this one.
Yeah,
because this one doesn't have that Chase Young.
But if you're taking him
Myles
too,
Garrett,
oh, that's true. Actually, that's a good way to look at it. Mm-hmm.
If you're going to swing and miss at Malik Willis at 2, it'd be this draft.
You're not going to look back and be like, Aidan Hutchinson, man. That guy was...
He said that, but didn't click in my brain until you just now said it. That's actually a fucking
You're not passing on...
Yeah, you're not passing on generational talent.
That's a very good point.
Who's pointing to
Adam, he's asking me what time it is.
That's a very good point.
No, yeah, that one just got the years.
That's an underrated point, actually. Something I might steal to myself. And that's why I don't worry about it. Brett Holmes, same with Troy Weaver.
Yeah.
Talent evaluation. Bingo, bada boom. I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Last one, go down the line. Number 2 pick, Jeff. Who you taking?
Aidan Hutchinson. Because again, that's a narrative I'm driving home. You got to pick a guy that can be good.
Yeah.
Right? I don't need him to be fucking the best defensive end ever. Just be 8. Give me 8 to 12 sacks a year. I think he can do that.
Yeah.
I'll take Aidan Hutchinson.
Spence.
Yeah, Hutchinson. I mean, I want us to trade back, but if
I
we're,
think that's
obviously,
good,
yeah.
too.
if we're at 2,
That's the easy out, though,
Hutchinson, yeah.
No, honestly, I'm gonna jump on Hutchinson safe and like just his mentality,
Love it.
fucking lockstep with Dan Campbell's.
He's never gonna quit, dude.
They're gonna be fucking best friends.
You could be holding that motherfucker back, dude. He's still gonna come at you, dude. That's
Yeah.
right. You got a motor.
He's probably baby Dan Campbell, honestly.
Baby Dan.
Heavyweight Hall of Fame this week.
We got
I mean, it should have been done a while ago. I was looking at the shirt today, and I was like, damn, I fucked up. Big Ben, man. Ben Wallace. Yeah.
heavyweight. Yeah,
You know, it's I don't have to explain the stats on it because we're all from Detroit. We know what he did. We know how he impacted the game. But just being, 6'9", 250
Shredded, bro.
pounds,
Yeah,
like
he was
6% body fat. Think of getting screened by that. That's like hitting a brick wall, dude.
Imagine
Plus-
being Ron Artest when he gave him a back shove,
exactly.
dude. Dude, his soul left his body.
he gave prime Shaq problems.
He was giving
6'9",
Lakers
bro.
Shaq
Yeah.
problems in the finals,
Did
dude.
not
Crazy.
want that
And
smoke.
that's odd.
He's probably want to give him
love
back
Ben
issues.
Wallace. Yeah,
Probably Ben Wallace strong
probably.
ass.
And I used to go to those games. My dad, he was a mailman in Rochester, and this rich ass doctor on his route had season tickets for 2 rows behind the Pistons bench in the early 2000s. And he would give us tickets all the time. And we went and so I saw Shaq and Kobe, I saw Yao Ming and Tracy, I saw all these guys, and looking, these NBA guys look big on TV, but when you see a 7-footer, a Shaq, a Yao Ming in real life,
Yeah, fight.
and then you see
Hey, we were
Ben
chilling with Cade, who's
Wallace,
a fucking point guard,
Yeah.
still
I'm
just
looking
towering
up.
over us.
Cade's 6'7".
and then
Yeah.
you see Ben Wallace, who's 6'9", and you're like, he's gonna guard that guy, and he does, and he bodies him, and he blocking his shots. It's a beautiful thing, man.
How do you think Beef Stew's watching Ben tape?
Oh, he has to watch it every day, bro.
Absolutely,
He's
dude.
probably back there like, oh,
Don't mimic. Don't mimic.
I don't know about that.
Don't mimic his offense because
Yeah.
it
No,
ain't the day and age.
Yeah,
but
no,
defensively, bro, God,
take
Isaiah,
every single thing you
Yeah.
can and learn from it, and just become baby Ben.
he can do it. He's got it in his heart.
Love Ben
All
Wallace.
I needed to see was
I
him.
got goosebumps, Spence.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, dude.
Good take.
I'm like,
He's my second favorite Piston on that team.
dude,
First.
Sheed, man. Sheed is my boy.
I don't know if I have one on that team.
mine is
Rip,
Rip,
jersey up there, Rip.
shooting guard.
hold that.
Little middleweight. You know what I'm saying?
Middleweight, 2 guards.
Dude,
So
I,
probably-
I love Sheed, man. I loved Sheed.
Sheed was the
Because
fucking man, dude. The talker.
we'd be
I
behind
love
that bench, and he'd just say, man, fuck these fucking refs, bro. It's bullshit. I'd be like, oh, dude. And he's just yelling that shit.
You know what else is with him too is like you take those threes, you're like, no, yes,
Because, dude, he was trick shot.
Yeah.
He'd be going full court.
He had that weird
one-handed.
fucking like one was like the like
catapult
Yeah,
fling.
that's what I was looking
Yeah.
for.
For
Yeah,
his time, Sheed was like an anomaly,
Sheed was
dude.
the man,
for
Stretch
sure.
4 like
Yeah.
that, splashing. Like,
KG, one of the best power forwards to do it. Fucking, that was the guy he hated guarding. One of the guys he
Yeah.
hated
Oh,
guarding
yeah.
most.
Because it takes a mile of paint.
Yeah, it's like Tim Duncan and Rashid.
Yeah.
That's a fucking hell of a list to be on.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Episode 12.
appreciate you guys.
Episode
Hit the like
12.
button.
Thanks for being here, Jeff.
Yeah, make sure you guys check out the
Appreciate you
Jeff
guys.
Iafrate
Appreciate
show
the
coming
inside,
soon,
brother.
man.
Yeah, check
Appreciate
that
you
shit
guys.
out. Another great podcast. All right, thanks for watching. Peace. Peace.
Give me some ganja. 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 Give me